Good morning, everybody, and thank you for coming to the today's Restaurant News Networking Group. Today is January
Uh,
30th.
can I look?
It's amazing how quick the year is already going. We are a group of restaurant vendors who are here to help each other grow our businesses, and we are positioned to help any restaurant owner, manager, or chef with any problems they might have. So if you want to get in touch with us, give us a call at 561 620 8888 or go to our website at trnusa.com and check out our YouTube channel. We've got over 400 videos on the channel now, and you can access that directly through the website at trnusa.com. So, good morning, everybody. And I want to just say Linda Bloom has become our newest member. Congratulations.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
And we have a new face on the board this morning, Jason Christian. Welcome.
Good morning. Hey, I was actually invited by Randy. So I'm with Heartland, but I'm on the merchant service POS side.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna introduce. Well, you've already introduced yourself, so that's fine. I'm just gonna ask you to tell us who you are, what you do, and how we can reach you. And
Yeah.
just in 1 second, I forgot to mention that somebody who looks familiar to me is also on the line today. Larry
Off your
happens
glasses.
to be my brother.
They can see the
Uh,
resemblance. Take off your glasses.
in the DNA respect, and so we'll get. Thanks for coming. So, Jason, I'm going to ask you to tell us who you are, what you do, and how we can reach you.
Yeah, sure. So Jason Christian with Heartland. So I have been with Heartland for 11 years. So I handle anything with your restaurant point of point of sale, as well as your merchant services as well. Heartland has three different ways that customers can pay their fees. They can either pay their fees, they can pay some of them, or they can pass them all on to their customers. Software is excellent, intuitive. We have a software where they can take the POS handheld over to the table, makes the online ordering efficient as well. That's all included. Price is very consistent. It doesn't change. And then they have access to 24/7 customer support as well as follow up from myself. And as I said, I've actually been with the company. December made it 11 years. The first year doing this was pretty rough, but I have customers that I signed back in 2015 still. So I just shared that just to really give you a brief, just a kind of a high level overview that I'm into customer retention, not just signing on a customer to sign them on. I want to make sure that I can help them and that it'll be a win-win for all parties.
And how do we reach you?
Oh, well, area code 239-357-4286. That's my cell. And then my email is jason.christian, just like in church, Christian, right there on the stage, at, and then it's E, and then there's a hyphen dash hps.com.
All right, great. Welcome. And,
thank you.
I just want to mention that at the end of the meeting, I will send everybody a spreadsheet with everybody's contact information who is here today. So you don't have to sit and write everybody's name. And let's go to Larry. Tell us who you are, what you do, and why you're here.
I'm Larry Appel, and I am in retirement from a long career, but I am in my familial entrepreneurial spirit. I bought a travel agency in retirement, and so I am a travel advisor with cruise planners, who you may have heard of. So I design and plan and book land and cruise vacations around the world for clients who are around the world. So I do everything from cruise ships to river cruises to barge cruises in Europe to Antarctica trips, Asia trips, again on land or on cruise ships. Um, I do, we're branching out now into doing group work, some incentive group work for companies, not just the restaurant industry, but for companies that want to send 10 or more people away on a team building trip or reward vacation, which we're pretty excited about after growing our business for the last 5 years or so, mostly working with individual folks around the world. And you can reach me. Uh, so it's Larry Appel, and I am at 818-219-4993. And I'm at larry.appel@cruiseplanners.com. And I'm located in Scottsdale, Arizona, but I work time zones around the world.
Okay, thanks. Welcome.
Thank you.
And I want to go to Linda. Just Linda, refresh everybody's memory as to what you do and how to reach you.
Sure, I work for Stand Shoes. I'm the director of sales. We manufacture shoes that are made for those that stand. It's all about having the right shoe for the right job. Our shoes are award-winning. They have the APMA seal of approval. Just really super comfortable shoes for people that work in the restaurant. We started in healthcare, and then we found a lot of chefs and other restaurant workers started wearing our shoes. So here we are. So very excited to be here. You can reach me at linda@standshoes.com, and my phone number is 720-939-9525. We work we have many affiliates across the country. So if anybody's interested, we do work with affiliates, and and we work with, like I said, many different industries.
Okay, great. Thanks. And again, congratulations for being our newest official member.
Thank you.
Helen and Rob have to requested to go early, so
Yes.
go ahead, folks.
Okay. Hi. We're Helen and Robert Gottesman. We're the founder, where we train and employ adults with special needs or unique abilities in the restaurant industry using a ice cream cart or an ice cream experience without walls. And we are looking to increase the number of local events. We're inviting in hosts for events that we would bring our ice cream to in South Florida, even North Florida we're open to. And we are also looking for more opportunities for our special needs staff to learn about the food industry.
We also had our first training this week at the YMCA, which was
official training,
which was very successful, and we intend to do our ice cream parlor experience pop-ups at the YMCA. They're very interested in doing that as well. We're also affiliated with UCF, University of Central Florida, where they host a lot of our events as well. So, go online, look at our website.
DeliciousSpoonfuls.org.
Right. And
you can reach us, Helen at DeliciousSpoonfuls.org, or the phone is 561-676-2078.
Also, I just want to mention we'll be also serving coffee very soon as well, cold, hot, whatever, espresso, a whole bunch of other things. And, one of the things that's very important in the restaurant industry is there's a host of about 100 in every state that restaurants and ice cream parlors that are employing people with disabilities. If you get online and look at Howdy's Homemade Ice Cream, you can get an idea of what we do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you get my email about the event that's coming up in
I'm not sure which one.
Pompano?
I'm not sure which one. I'm gonna look
All
again.
right, I'll send it to you again.
Okay.
Alrighty.
You can listen, I can.
Where am I? Oh yeah, George Dubek is here again this week, and this is the last reminder of what George is going to be telling you about.
Yeah, hi everybody. This is George Dubek, and I have some exciting news for anybody that processed credit cards from 2004 to 2019. There's a $5.6 billion legal settlement against Visa MasterCard for overcharging merchants, which includes 18 million nationwide merchants. That money is sitting in an escrow account right now, waiting to be distributed as a refund. The problem is, in order to get a refund, if you're a merchant, you have to file a claim. And the deadline to file a claim is February 4th. Now, Howard has already, I think, emailed out to his list and to people a link to click on. If you are a merchant, you click on a link. There's a one-pager, your name, your business name, your EIN number, your contact information, and that's it. It's like a 5-minute process. But if you don't do it, now just remember, it's your money. If you process credit cards, your money is in the pocket of Visa MasterCard. And if you don't file a claim, you're not going to get it. So it's not government money. It has nothing to do with the IRS or taxes. It's simply your money. You were overcharged. It's in an escrow account right now. And the distribution will happen after February 4th. So I highly recommend, if you did processing, you take advantage of this. And if you know anybody, this is a great benefit to anybody that has family, friends, anybody that did process credit cards that has a business, dentists, doctors, jewelry stores, restaurants. You guys are in the restaurant industry. If you have a database of restaurant owners, I highly recommend you contact them and notify them about this, and you're going to be a hero. You'll be a financial angel, because this is real money. And like I said, I put my contact information in the chat if anybody wants to get a hold of me, but Howard has the link that can be utilized to take advantage of this program. And also, just so you know, last week there was a gentleman on the Zoom call that had a database of restaurant owners, and he got involved. There's also referral commissions. If you refer other people, you can earn referral commissions. And within a week, he got over 50 accounts, which could equate to six-figure income in one week. Okay, 1 week he contacted his database. So if anybody has that kind of a database, call me up. You got to do it real quick. February 4th is the deadline, but you can still do it. And what's happening now, there's a sense of urgency. So these people that are merchants don't have time to procrastinate and wait around and fool around with this. This is a legitimate legal settlement. So that's, oh, by the way, and they still don't have to be in business. As long as you process credit cards from 2004 to 2019 and you have a federal tax ID number, you're eligible to get the refund. So that's it in a nutshell.
Okay, I have the link, and I'll send it out with the.
Thank you, George. We have filed with you.
Okay, that's
And
right.
happy that you got 50 just from this Zoom call. That's wonderful.
Yep.
Okay, Randy, why don't you officially start?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Randy Computis here with Heartland Payroll. Great to see the new members, Linda and Jason. Welcome aboard. I will see you Monday. Help save that client some money on his merchant POS. Heartland Payroll, Fortune 500 company. Very proud to be the official endorsed partner of all the restaurant associations. I'm on the board here in Florida. We specialize in all types of payroll, mom and pops, multiple locations, acquisition, mergers, and also my new favorite, franchise opportunities. I can be reached at 585-622-2993. One very important piece going into 2025 is the WOTC tax credits. 1 in 3 employee qualifies, and this is saving employers throughout the country anywhere from $10,000 to $250,000 off of their corporate tax returns at the end of the year. And if you're interested, again, I can be reached at 585-622-2993. Thank you.
Thank you. John Bunn, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the group. My name is John Bunn. I'm with the BH Bunn Company. We manufacture the bun string tying machine that ties bundles of newspapers, prints, boxes, mail, anything you can think of. We tie it, metal products, foam. There's a box of cake box, pastry goods. What we're doing is currently 80% of the delivery drivers admit to eating the food they deliver. Stickers don't work. They get into it. When you tie it with twine with a bun machine, the knot cannot be duplicated by hand. Give us a call. We'll show you how it works and how we can help you. Keep those customers so that they don't go somewhere else because someone's tampered with it. As we like to say, who's your last taste tester? Hopefully not the drivers. You can call us at 1-800-222-BUNN, B-U-N-N. Our website is buntyco.com, BUNNTYCO.com. And the emails is very simple. It's info@buntyco.com. Thank you.
Larry, you remember that bakery Sutter's on the corner?
I do.
That was John's machine.
Wow. I can tell you stories.
I was at a meeting Tuesday and Wednesday for the post office, and we're in the breakout sessions at the end of Tuesday, and got an email from a postmaster in North Carolina who gave me a serial number 22469. I don't know, you might be able to see that. There you go. This machine was actually built in 1955, still running today.
Mm.
Wow.
So am I.
Not running as well, but you are.
Right.
All right. Steve, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Steve Geller, Leasing Solutions, Palisades, New York. Longtime provider of funding for businesses, for equipment acquisitions, working capital, SBA loans, merchant cash advance, and accounts receivable financing. I work nationwide, and I look at all types of credits, from startups to well-established companies, A credits, all dollar amounts, 3,000 to a couple million. I can be reached at 845-362-6106.
Okay, thank you. Jordan, good morning.
Thanks, Howard. Hey, everyone. Jordan, CEO and co-founder of Starfish here. We help restaurants, franchises, and their bookkeepers automatically analyze their P&L. We just launched a pilot with a 500 location franchise group. We're about 3 weeks in, and things are going really well. Got trips coming up to Indiana, West Virginia, and Ohio to visit some franchisees, places I definitely did not think I would be flying to. But essentially, we have helped them clean up their QuickBooks and see how they can lower their costs. I can be reached at 914-844-5775, or you can visit our website, usestarfish.com. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Azalea.
Good morning, team. My name is Azalia. I'm a business broker and commercial realtor in South Florida. We work in Miami-Dade and Broward. We help restaurant owners sell their restaurant business just their assets sometimes. We also help them buy. We also help them lease, buy a commercial space maybe one day. And right now we have 47 restaurants that we're selling in South Florida. Anything I can do to help, my number is 786-457-2796. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Stephanie, good morning.
Hello and good morning. I am Stephanie. I run Brilliant Computers with my father, Mark. Mark has been servicing the South Florida area and beyond for over 30 years now. We just celebrated our 30th year last year. We do all things, thank you. We do all things IT, residential and commercial, business email, hosting and support, migrations. We do security, managed services, for mostly small and medium-sized businesses. Happy to help any restaurant owner with setting up their network, new or established. If you are getting emails that you're not too sure whether they're real or not, you can also forward them to us or give us a call, send us a screenshot. We're happy to help you, determine the legitimacy of information that you are being sent. You can reach us by opening up a ticket and emailing support, SUPPORT, at brilliantcomputers.com. The office number for us is 561-877-1119. Now, with the help of remote support, we're able to help you wherever you are worldwide.
Hey, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Very good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm here with PBI Manufacturing. PBI has been in business since 1999. Our story comes from our aluminum wheelchair ramp manufacturer, but we are now focusing on a food service division. We provide our dealer network with restaurant and kitchen equipment solutions, specializing in pan racks, stainless steel tables, slicer carts, equipment stands. You name it, we can make it. Our catalog has gone live on our website, which is pbimanufacturing.com. Feel free to reach me at ferry@pbiramps.com or my cell at 646-683-8456. And find our ad in this month's edition of TRN. Thank you, Howard, for the opportunity to advertise with you guys.
Yeah. PBI has a beautiful ad running in the February issue and a couple more to come.
Thank you.
Thank you. TRN Terry, good morning.
Well, good morning and happy Friday to you all. We started this program that I'm in charge of about 8 years ago. We started putting a few little openings in the paper when we started out, and people would call, they would email, wanting to know a little bit more about what's opening where. So we decided to assemble a crew to go out and find resources that we could use on a daily basis, and gather the crew's information. So this populated throughout the years, and it has actually really come together in what we are proud to say is second to none in the industry, our monthly restaurant lead report. Florida is second to none anywhere in the world, from the Panhandle all the way down to Key West. You stand by that little sign that says the southernmost part of the world, we're there. So this is what we do. You get the owner's name, phone number, email address, establishment, what it is, a little bit about the description. Well, actually, a lot about the description. And most importantly, what phase are they in of opening their unit? Are they multi-unit? Are they entering Florida? Did they just take over something? Very important stuff. So you'll know. And we also have reports from the last 3 years that a lot of people lately have called and asked to buy, which we do handle that as well. So you would get 12 reports from either, 22 or 23. And with the email addresses, certainly setting up your own little email blast to find out if they're happy with maybe their POS services, their uniform services, their cookware, their, back of the house, maybe they need employees, whatever. So you're getting a monumental amount of information every single month. And Randy, he knows. A lot of people in this group do get it. And in the 9 o'clock group, the FRLA religiously gets it and renews without even asking. And you know that too, Randy. Also, we have many, many, many of the top equipment companies, the buyers, Gordon Food Service. Oh my gosh, I can't even. If the Cisco employees will buy for their own, we put them out in an Excel spreadsheet so that you can sort them by city, by zip. And we try and group the cities together so it's easier for you to sort. Anybody that wants a sample, email me, terri@trn.com, or call 561-620-8888 and ask for Terry. Everyone have a really good weekend. Thank you.
Here's the late Kevin Anderson.
Hey guys, sorry I was on another call. Apologize for being here so late.
As long as you get here, it's good.
That's right.
Go ahead, you're up.
Oh, perfect. Caught me a little off guard. Hey everybody, Kevin Anderson here, Strategic Supply Chain Partners. Strategic Supply Chain Partners is a full-service hospitality consulting company. We work with medium and large hotel, restaurant groups, hospitality businesses that are struggling with controlling their cost. We go back and renegotiate their distribution agreement with the broadline distributors they work with. In many cases, we bring new distributors into their portfolio. We generally are working about a 10% savings by the work we do in negotiating the agreements. We go to the distributors, manufacturers, and get better deviated pricing that makes its way into distribution. And then we also put them into more robust rebate programs if they're not currently in one, or they're getting one that's not real lucrative. Many times the distributors will keep their rebate money or give them a portion of it. We make sure they get all of it. So usually a pretty significant amount of savings there as well. One of the cool things is that we offer all of our service free of charge to our client. We basically work off a gain share model. We go find them money that's going out of pocket currently, and then we wind up sharing the savings that we renegotiate back to them. You can check out more about us at www.ssc.partners, or you can give me a shout at 407-497-9495. Anytime you want to chat, and be happy to help any way I can.
Okay, thank you. Kevin you didn't say it, but he's got a lot of experience, extensive experience in running restaurants.
Absolutely.
Chris is not here right now.
Yeah, I've personally, I've run over 100 restaurants in my career all over the United States. I've done international work. I actually lived in Taiwan for opening a first location for a very big chain restaurant. That was very, very cool experience. So I can help international business. I can help domestic business. And, you know, I worked myself up through the industry, starting as a $4 an hour line cook in the late 70s. I'm showing my age here. So not only do I know the business, but I've worked myself up through every department, front and back of the house. So I can give a very different perspective of what has to be done and how some of the challenges are that our current business environment creates for our team members, especially. So, and I'm not afraid to help. I'm always wanting to be a value add to everybody on this call and anybody that we do business with. You know, it's interesting. I was talking with one of our brand new director of ops for one of our clients. He's first time he's ever had more than one location. And, you know, we had a good about 2-hour conversation last week down in Palm Beach County. And, you know, he's like, well, I'm thinking about doing this and I'm thinking about doing that. And sometimes people just want to talk to validate that their thoughts are proper and correct and they're going to be effective. and so we had a very loose and fluid conversation, but I think at the end of it, I was able to give him some words of wisdom just from the things that I've had to deal with, the things I've done, and the mistakes I've made. Try to help him not making the same mistakes, I guess is probably a good way to put it. So, and I really enjoy doing that. I like helping people, mentoring people, and giving them a perspective that can hopefully help them either make a better decision or avoid making a bad decision. If that makes sense.
Well, I'm glad you're here today because it's a topic that I want to bring up later. You'll be able to chime in, I hope.
Okay.
I just want to double back to Jason. If there's anything that you would like to add or change, you can do that now. But you're on mute. There you go.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that I would love to add is there are definitely people on here where, we can definitely work together to help business owners out. Because there's some that I'm hearing here that I can probably pass referrals to as well. So yeah, this is great.
That's why we're here. Let's see. Let me give you my pitch. I'm Howard Appel. I'm the founder and publisher of today's Restaurant News. We have been publishing since 1996. And in 2018, we became a digital publication. And if you open up our website, trnusa.com, you will see the newspaper as it appeared up until 2018, but now it's in digital form. And you can flip through the paper and read the articles, and you can advertise in it. And several of the members of the groups are advertising in the publication. Because we were digital, we were able to add additional services to what we provide. We do email blast marketing, where we can take your message and send it to our database, to our social media sites, and potentially reach 500,000 people. We also do video e-blast marketing with the same characteristics. And of course, what Terry does, and the hosting of 2 meetings. And that's what we do. Anybody have any subject you want to bring up? Anything you want to say or something right now? Good and welfare?
Yeah, quickly.
Sure.
I'll be exhibiting at the New York Restaurant Show, March 23rd, 24th, and 25th, sharing a booth with Linda Bloom and Terry Lena. And if anyone's interested in going, it's at the Javits Center. I can provide free passes for anyone. Just let me know.
Speaking of trade shows, in last November, today's Restaurant News had an exhibit at the Florida Restaurant Show, which included 10 of our members. Was more than 10 members, but 10 booths that many of you participated in. And this year we're looking to do more. We'd like to get at least 12 booths with some additional people. And John is working on location with the show organizer. And you have to be a member to be included in that group, obviously. And so we'll keep you advised. And John, you want to say anything about that?
No, we're still got to have a total to really get the booths locked in position. So I've told them about approximately 12 booths, but until we actually have everybody really committed, I can't really get any pricing again.
And John, would you let everyone know when the show is in November?
I got to go take a look. I forgot.
I think it's the 6th and 7th.
Yeah, it's 3 days this year.
Oh, right.
It's 3 days. So I think it's a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I'll go look it up real quick and
Okay, early in November, first
Early
couple.
November, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's 6th to the 8th, I think.
I don't know. I just know it's in November, and maybe someone would want to know.
It was a good show last year. We had a lot of fun doing it.
Oh, great show.
People did business from it, so it's something to look forward to.
Now, Terry Lena, who was not here today, she picked up another major account. Linda, you would know about that, right? Or would you?
No.
Would you know about that?
I haven't spoken to Terry this week.
Okay.
So.
Picked up a nice account, so she was extremely happy. And your shoes were a major hit. So
Jordan picked up a chain of 7 restaurants at the show.
Yeah.
Great.
It's November 11th through the 13th in Orlando, Florida.
Okay, great. Thank you for that.
All right.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Linda Bloom, I saw your shoes. Those things are freaking, they're tanks. They're amazing. So,
they're super light. It's funny. They actually weigh less than your phone.
Yeah. I mean, besides, from a comfortability point of view, but you can see that I've been using kitchen shoes, and we're in programs with big chain restaurants. These are by far superior to anything I've ever seen, and they're very well made, and they're obviously very comfortable. So I just, I was pretty impressed with all that. So I just figured I'd throw that out. The other thing I wanted to mention, as you probably all, one of the things that we do is we track product availability and commodity pricing and things of that nature as part of one of our services. You probably have all seen what's happening with eggs because of the avian flu that's wiping out and decimating those flocks. So that's going to continue for a while. The thought that we had, and we've been monitoring, is that it would start to affect poultry prices and duck prices, or fowl prices, waterfowl. So far, the distributors are saying they're not too concerned about that. For sure, the eggs are going to continue to be a problem, but all the poultry and duck and things of that nature are stable still, and they're not expecting it to go further than the eggs. So for you that have restaurant clients, or that comes up in conversations, at this point we're not seeing any indicators that there'll be some price gouging or price jumps in the poultry side of things.
That's good to know.
Yeah, but eggs are going to get crazy if you haven't seen already. I'm starting to see limits, like going to Costco or Sam's or grocery stores that usually have 1 or 2 container limits and stuff like that. So anyway, just an FYI, if you're a big egg eater, you might want to stock up on some.
Is that avian flu affecting domestic?
Oh yeah,
poultry farmers.
Oh yeah. It's affecting all of the egg laying birds, but all of the birds that are for consumption, chicken breasts and legs and wings and all that. So far, it hasn't had an adverse effect on that. But who knows? It's hard to say if that's going to happen or not happen. But so far, the distributors were all kind of calm about it. And they're saying they're not expecting any major jumps at all. Which, I listen to multiple distributors. I have the same question, and I listen to, Cheney, Cisco, US Foods. If they're all basically saying the similar messaging, then, and we're looking at the commodity pricing as well at the same time. So it's all kind of saying the same thing. Again, it is, there's a chance it could affect them, but at this point, nobody's red flagging it or sending up the fireworks. That's going to be a problem.
The chicken market. I mean, look at all the chicken chains that are popping up all over the place.
Yeah, it would be bad.
Opening up restaurants all over the place.
Yeah, and so we're having conversations with distributors about putting our clients into contract prices for the next 60, 90, 120 days, locking them in and stuff like that. And we're trying to mitigate some of that, or if they have storage facilities, we're suggesting they go out and buy additional cases to store in their freezers, just in the event that something were to happen. Get it in at the price points that they're at right now versus, a month from now they can double if there's indicators that particular production category is going to be adversely affected. Then they can buy at today's prices and warehouse it if they have the facility to do that.
An interesting tidbit happened this morning at the 9 o'clock meeting. One of our members just returned from I think a 3-week cruise in Asia, Bangkok, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia. And I asked him the question because for the last couple of weeks, we've been speaking about AI and robotics here. And a lot of the robotics and a lot of the AI information comes from Asia. So I asked him if he experienced any restaurants that were using robotics to serve or whatever. And he only saw one that was taking dishes to the dishwasher. So and Jordan's not here right now, but he said last week that it was going to be a while off before that robotic AI is servicing the retail end of it. So he's right, because it's not in Asia right now. Anyway, wanted to bring up a topic that maybe we can chime in on and raise some points. The question is, what other ways restaurants can prepare for a successful grand opening? And I'm not going to prime the pump yet. I'm going to ask you if you can come up with some ideas as to what a restaurant would do to optimize their grand opening. And I know Kevin probably has something to say about that.
I do, but I'll wait. I'll hold off until everybody's had a chance to say something.
All right, that's Leah.
I have a really simple one, but from the time they sign the assignment or we sign a new lease to the time they open, it's usually a couple weeks. And these guys don't put anything on the window. I think just putting a sign that says like coming soon or on the top, like it's changing owners or now it's going to be a pizza shop. Like tell your clients what's coming because you have dead weeks that nothing's happening in the eyes of the client. Don't lose the people that have been going there. Put a sign that says what's coming. So that's what I would do.
Absolutely.
That's valid.
I have a comment. From a financial standpoint, make sure you have plenty of cash available for startup because business is going to be slow in the beginning. And if you don't have cash to back it up to carry your opening, you're going to be in trouble. Too many restaurants open up with too many businesses open up with insufficient cash reserves, and they fail early.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a major consideration. And Larry is he's spreadsheet oriented. And one of the things that this article that I'm looking at says here, know who your customers are. So breaking down, you said, Larry, breaking down the customer base around the restaurant is important for a number of reasons. You want to say anything about that? I know you're not in the restaurant space, but I mean, if you have a restaurant that's opening in a particular neighborhood, and your population around the restaurant is not going to support your menu, that's really something you should know.
Then you need to say, why did I open there?
Right.
Exactly. Or Or you have to say, is my food so unique and so wonderful that it will draw people from beyond the trade area? So it's going to be one or the other. But one better know that before one commits to a lease.
You should do your homework.
Should do your
Yeah.
lots of
before
homework.
you spend your money.
Do lots and lots of homework.
Yeah.
It's all the
Howard, I'm going to throw something out there that I think, may resonate with everybody. If you think about an opening, whether it's with a chain that's currently, well recognized or maybe not, kind of a new brand, or maybe their presence is as far reaching as a large chain. The first day they open is going to be an opportunity to draw a lot of loyal clients in that want to see, or the customers that want to see what the new property looks like, or, hey, I really think that's going to be cool, so let me go check it out. It's because it's something new in town or whatever. And, there's a whole host of things you got to make sure that you do well, hire the right people, train them extraordinarily well, make sure you do mock service or some type of testing and processing to make sure not only do they know their job, but they're actually able to execute it before you open. Waiting till you open on opening day is not the day to find out if people can handle it or not. Okay. But up to the day that you open and you finally make the decision you're going to open that restaurant on that day, a couple things can happen that will determine whether or not you get repeat business. Number one is you only get one chance to make a first impression. So you have to go into an opening with that mindset. Everything that led up to that opening is all about being prepared, right? So then when you open, the terminology is, and I use in my teaching style, the word funneling. So you have all these people that are coming in and they come through one spot, like a funnel, right? It's a big opening and it goes down to a very small space where the liquids go through, right? Or dry goods. That's like an opening, right? You got all these people that are coming in, but they only come in one spot. They come in through your front door, right? If you don't control how that process works, they all come in at the same time, the kitchen's not going to be able to handle it. The servers are not going to be able to handle it. More than likely, you're going to spend most of your time as an owner going out and dealing with guest complaints because you didn't operate well. Or you stand at the front door and you make sure that everybody is, you're deciding how the guests come into your building, you're deciding how they get sat, where they get sat, and you're monitoring the kitchen to make sure they're handling the way they're getting hit with the checks. So, and they're producing the food in a timely manner so that that flow is started from the beginning, flowing properly. That way, when you get into a second batch of seating, third batch of seating, fourth batch of seating, everything's running like it should, and you're not having to chase the business on opening day. But a lot of times what we see is people open restaurants, they just let everybody come in, and anywhere they come in, and then they're chasing it the entire shift, and they run hour-long checks, they're pissing people off, the servers can't get the tables, the cooks can't cook the food, because this is their first opportunity to actually do the work that they're being paid to do in real life.
They should hold a soft opening. Period.
Yeah, soft openings during a mock service or VIP parties, all that kind of stuff, give people practice for sure. And soft openings can be, you just don't publicly let people know you're opening. I'll give you an example. I opened a restaurant in Ormond Beach for a very large chain restaurant, and that company always did soft openings. Well, I pulled, and I've been there a lot of times. It was a franchisee. I've been there a lot of times through the opening process, but I got to the opening day. We were going to open 4:00 at night. I got there like at 1, a couple hours early. But I normally would have been there at 9 in the morning just to make sure everything was running right. When I got there was 600 people waiting 3 hours early to get in. They had a spotlight shining up into the skies. I mean, it was a disaster, and they got their butt beat. I mean, we were running hour and a half long checks. Everybody was pissed off. It was a mess, and they never recovered from that. That restaurant from that point on never fully recovered from that one day of opening wrong. So So, that was an experience. I've kind of validated, I guess, what I just said prior to the story. And sometimes restaurants just don't survive after that. I mean, they may still survive, but they just have never started off the right way. Therefore, they're not impressionally given the right impression. And they have to play catch up to get back to where they could have been if they hadn't had a bad couple days to start with.
Yeah, you touched on two of the points that this article brings up. One was train your employees. So yes. during that period of time when Azalea mentioned a couple of weeks, that period, you should be training your employees. And as we just talked about, the soft launch. And for me, getting the word out somehow, either advertising or social media, to let people know that you're there. Like Terry always says, you can have the best product in the world, but if nobody knows where you are, you're not going to sell it. So you have to let people know you're there and ready to go. And that's basically, we highlighted this article. Just anybody have anything else they want to say? All right, we've come to the end of the meeting. Well, thank you all for coming. We'll see you all next week. Jason.
Thank you.
Hope we'll see you next week. And with Linda. There we go. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll see you next week. And let the sauce be with you.